Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a wee video here because it's some time from we've done a video. So we haven't really been out much from the new year. We're done a video of our glass in the new year. So I thought I'd come on and do a wee video of maybe accessories on what we sort of would say that's maybe a necessary or essential accessories. This will depend on, I suppose, what type of camping, whether you're wild camping or going to campsites a wee bit. But basically what we think you should have, or the very basic, you know. So basically I'm going to start off here with, obviously if you're going to campsites, you're going to need a electric lead. Obviously one of these here. That there air lead's only 10 meters long. Actually have two of them, which you can join together, but a lot of campsites don't maybe like you join them together, so it might be an idea. We've had to join them a couple of times, but might be an idea of maybe a 25 meter seems to be the run of the mill.
Over and
also then I have a wee plug. I don't know if I brought it out with me, I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, one of these wee fellas here is basically just for an ordinary 13 amp plug on this end of it, and then your plug for your lead for plugging in at home, unless you're lucky enough to have a socket outside. Also I see some people have one of these with a European plug on it, so if you're going to Europe you might need that, but a lot of them, this seems to work still on the same 3-pin, these 16 amp plugs, I think is what you call them. So that's basically your electrics. We also have 2 Electro Batteries. We've got the second Electro Battery fitted in the van, and a solar panel on the roof, which allows us to wild camp quite a bit. We could go for maybe a week without plugging in. So the next item on my list here is a water hose. I bought one of these blue food grade hoses, which is recommended. This is 10 meter long. You also need the wee, I have one, which I haven't. The Wii Adapter that screws onto the top. It's quite, I don't know where, I have a few spares cotton about the van here, but you'll need them whenever you go to the campsite to attach this end here to the top. Now the other thing I have here is where you fill your van fill the water into the van. I have this wee adapter by there that you put into the opening of the van, or the way you fill your fresh water, so you can click your hose onto that there, like so. Just save you standing holding the hose, so that's handy for that. Another thing I have then basically for my electric leads and hose is these bags. Back a wee bit. These bags, so they're quite handy. They work out for the hose and the electric lead. Some people would have coils for the electric lead. Good enough idea for coiling them up, but you have to be careful. I've seen several people plugged in on the coil and the electric lead still round the coil, and that can cause a fire. The lead can heat up and cause all sorts of problems. So that's basically what you'll need to get started on your electric and your water in your van. So I suppose the next thing we'd move on to would be, I see here on my list, would be chemicals for your toilet and toilet paper. So just saying about toilet paper, the first couple of times we went out, we bought the proper Motorhome approved toilet paper, but we found now by watching some of the other YouTube videos, a lot of people just use basically the very cheap supermarket home brand, because it's very fine and it will break down into the tank with the chemicals. So that's basically go to Asda or Tesco's and get their own home brand. The chemicals, We have started using, when we initially bought the van, the dealer gave us a bottle of this here, which is your blue chemical, which is very good. Yes, it does the job very well, I have to say, and leaves a nice smell and all the rest. But what we have started using now is the wee sachets. What's good about these here is that they come in a pre-measured dose. So you've no measuring about, they're clean, they're tidy. You just pop one of them into your toilet cassette when you empty it and put a drop of water in, and that dissolves. The thing about the bottle here, this blue stuff, you have to measure it out, and it's if you get it anywhere, it's stained stuff and that. So these here is good job. Now also I must look out for, you get these in what they call the green capsules, because some of the campsites is what they call eco campsites, and these ones here can be harsh on their septic tank, so the green ones are septic tank friendly. Another chemical here I use is basically helps, I keep it down, put an odd wee drop down the sink, and it helps to keep the grey water tank fresh and clean, and probably helps to keep grease and fat from building up on your pipes and stuff inside your sink. And then, so that's your grey water. So basically then your fresh water, it is a good idea every maybe 6 months or that to sterilise and clean out and sanitise your freshwater tank. So here's one I have used, it's Ultrasolve.
Purisol.
Purisol. Wife's behind me here keeping me weight. So basically that there, the instructions is on the back of it. You put so much of it into. I've done a wee video on doing this if you want to check it out. So basically you dilute that down, put it into fill your water tank up and put that in it and let it sit for so long, and then that cleans out your fresh water tank. The other one which I haven't used yet because I usually keep it right clean is a cleaner here for your toilet cassette. So basically you just put that into your toilet cassette and let it sit too overnight. So where are we now? That's our chemicals, and I spoke about toilet paper. Another very important one is smoke alarm, carbon dioxide alarm, and a fire extinguisher. So them's important things to have. So that's once you arrive on site and you get your water all set up, you probably want to get your van. A lot of people are very fussy. We're not too bad, but a lot of people are very fussy about getting the van leveled. So basically you'll need to set a ramps like so. Different makes and so on. So that would be.
The wife does not like ramps when it's blowy outside.
No. I just use a wee basic spirit level here that I come across. Some people use a wee two-way one. I just set that on the table and get the van leveled. Where are we now? Ramps. Yes, so the next thing, basically, well, this is more to do maybe when your van's at home, is thinking about security of your van, because obviously it's a big investment and there's a lot of theft and a lot of opportunities running about trying to steal vans. So one of the best devices I have is what they call a clutch claw, which basically this goes round your clutch pedal and brake pedal, and this here bit goes in underneath your brake pedal and clutch pedal sits here, and this goes down on top like so. So and I can imagine that would be quite hard to get off. So I have that. I also have a standard steering wheel lock. You can't really see it there, but if you just a steering wheel lock that goes around the steering wheel. That was only a cheap one that I got on eBay, so I can't imagine it's been much good. But then also you can think of different things like trackers and different hidden security as well. The other thing I also do have, it's actually dual purpose. I have a bollard that it bolts into the ground and locks into the ground. So it's put in front of the van. I also lock a trailer to it, so it stops the trailer sort of protecting the van because it's locked to the bollard. So it's just making it awkward, and hopefully if they did come, they'd think that's too much hassle and move on.
Wouldn't like to see the wife.
No. So that's basically, you know, security is something you definitely need to think about, you know. So basically that's the clutch. Obviously that's once you've that all done, you need your daily living stuff, basically kitchen equipment here. So basically you need a kettle, most importantly, to get your tea or coffee, and a wee teapot. Now, some people actually maybe could just work with a wee teapot like this, boil your water in it, and then use it for tea. But we have both there. Obviously then you want your cups and knives, forks, anything you'd use at home for cooking. So it depends whether you're going to eat or cook much in the van or eat out. We do cook a right bit in the van, make breakfast most mornings in the van. This time of year we would make breakfast in the van. Summertime we would
get the barbecue out.
We have a couple of different barbecues. One we got this year, which we're sort of fairly impressed with, is a Cadillac barbecue, which I will do a video on come maybe the summertime. But another one here we have here, another wee thing we have here, which is what they call a ridge monkey. And a ridge monkey basically is a wee pan like this here, and it's basically like a two-sided pan, and then there's handles that clip on here. So there's a lot of videos on YouTube about these, do all sorts of things in them. But we usually use it for sausages and bacon and eggs, and you can do omelettes, and very good for toasted sandwiches.
The wife's going to pop in here.
Pardon?
The wife's going to pop in here.
Right.
I find the ridge monkey from now, and it's not a review, and each to their own, but to me all it's good for is toasted sandwiches, because it's no mess. I would rather put the sausages and the bacon in the oven and cook them properly.
Sure.
Because it's just a mess.
Especially with
if you're tossing and turning and the oil coming out of the sausages and the bacon is all over the place, and that's my opinion on it now. It's just a toasted sandwich maker.
But you can just use it as an ordinary pan as well. Just use one side and take the lid off it to separate. So you basically have two pans if you want to use it that way. So moving on, that's your kitchen equipment. Basically,
you didn't do first aid bag?
Aye, first aid bag. I have quite a big first aid bag here. I just left it down there just to remind me. I carry all sorts of things in this. First aid bag, so I carry basic medication like paracetamol and stuff like that as well. But it's good to have, but definitely you need maybe a wee basic first aid kit. You might need to go to this extreme. Next thing is a toolkit. Where did I put it?
Is that the toolkit that's sitting outside the back door?
All right. Yes, so basically I got a wee toolkit from Halfords. No. Thought I had it with me.
The box with the...
No, it's the wee leather pouch.
Oh, okay.
But I know. So basically a wee toolkit with basic tools. Maybe... some cable ties and duct tape and stuff like that's handy to have. Also maybe a wee set of spare fuses and light bulbs is handy to have. Speaking of light bulbs, another thing we have which must be in the house at the minute is a head torch. Is very useful, and especially in the winter time.
Not over your chair where it normally is?
No. Somebody has moved it.
Eric has moved it.
So
Eric moves a lot of stuff and then forgets.
So folks, that's I think something else I thought it was. Yes. Another thing which helps you along your journey is a sat-nav. We have bought a sat-nav that actually it's powered by Garmin, and we got this wee sticky mat thing for it so it sits on the dash and doesn't slide about. But this is actually affiliated with one of the camping and caravan clubs, so all their sites is actually pre-programmed into it. But it's a Garmin, it's an AirTax 2, Traveller, I think.
Yeah.
It's a dedicated motorhome and caravan.
Artex Tourer 2, I think it is.
Artex Tourer 2. So that's a good sat nav. Definitely, when we went over to England, it was definitely a good investment.
Or that one Skipper of a road.
Yeah. So basically, folks.
Our thermal screen.
Oh yes, just one more thing here, which I can't really video, and I don't know what, is a silver screen for the front of the van, the front windscreen and the two front sides. Some people might think this is a bit of a nonsense, but we have found out from going out, and especially the winter time now, if you don't put the silver screen on when you wake up in the morning, your windscreen's all condensated. So by putting the silver screen on, it cuts down 100% on the condensation. The one we have is probably one of the dear ones. It's made by TaylorMade. If you look them up, it's made specifically for the Peugeot or Fiat or Citroen van. So it's TaylorMade. That's why they're called TaylorMade, I suppose. But it's a fairly good one. I would recommend it. But that's I think all I have to say about accessories. We will maybe do another video on other accessories I have, as I say, like the barbecue and different bits and pieces. This is one basically we think would be the basic accessories you need.
It's all we need. It's all we carry with us.
So folks, that's it for this video. So we'll get it put up, and please do, all I'll say is like and subscribe, and watch our other videos, and we'll leave it at that. Thank you.
I was just going to say there,